Good Wednesday afternoon, Fenlanders. How are we doing? You will be pleased to know it stopped raining. It's not raining anymore. Yay! It's been raining. It rained again this morning, but not enough to put me off. So today's plan. Grumpy Grandad's gone off to do some ditching. I thought we were done with that, but obviously not. He's got the digger loaded up and off he's gone. Yeah, just a dike in between two of ours, mine and my cousin's field, really. He called up and said, would you do it out? So Dad was like, yeah. Hang on. Just getting the sat nav off. Ugh. So we are gonna, see if I can squeeze my lardy ass through this little gap here, which I can. We are gonna go and get the 6215 out of the shed, fired up, into anger, into life, go and get the subsoiler on. We're gonna go and have a go with that. I'm gonna go and see how wet it is, see if it will actually go. If not, I'll leave it all set up and then it's ready to go when it is dry enough. 2 beet fields are gonna get subsoiled. Then they're going to get hit with the 6 metre Vaderstad, and the potato field is going to get subsoiled and then hit with the 6 metre Vaderstad, and then I don't really know what we're going to do with that. Whether we're going to do it again a couple of times with the 6 metre Vaderstad, just to bury the muck under a little bit and chop that about. I'm going to try and get away with not ploughing anything. As much as I don't agree with all this carbon tax stuff, I do agree with the principle of it. I don't agree with the rest of it, saying about how you're losing so much carbon and all this blah blah blah, but I do agree with doing less to my soil. I do totally agree with that. Hang on, we're going up to the 6215 to put the sat nav on this. Ugh. Incoming! There we go. Let's put that on there. All good. Now I've got to try and get down again. Ugh. Not very ladylike trying to get on and off that thing, is it? I am going to figure out how the bonnet comes up, because I can't remember. And I'm going to just check the oil. I've done the water on it the other day, so how do you get in? I'm a bit confused. I am very much confused now. I'll show you what I'm trying to get into. That. To check the oil. How do you check the oil on this thing? How do you get that? How do you get that open? I can't get it open. I thought you just pushed the clip in there and... You know what? It'd be easier. Lift the whole bloody bonnet up, wouldn't it? Like so. Ugh. Engine oil is good. Ow. Shut that down again. Grab my phone before I lose that, and grab you lot. Grumpy Grandad's put the forklift in the middle of the shed. Awesome idea. Phone in, GoPro down. Fire this puppy up. Righto, Fenlanders. I just put my front weight block on. Then I realised I hadn't put my top link back on. I took that off when I was buggering about with the 6 metre Vaderstad the other day, because it just gets in the way. So now rolling out of the yard. Puppies are all weighted up. 1200 kilo weight block on the front, 400 kilos in the front wheels, and 800 kilos in the back wheels. Obviously that's the pair of them. So this tractor is not going to get any more weight on it, even if we try. So let's go and see if the subsoiler fits. My other tractors are not set at 80 inches with big wide tyres on like this, so let's see how we get on. This tractor I think is set at 80 inches, the wheel spacing in between the wheels, for tillage work and stuff, but the other ones are kind of still set for row crop work really, aren't they? You know, you don't have a 650 on row crop work, but for some weird reason you still set the wheels at 72 inches. So big old wide tyres like this and set at 80 inches, so they're another 8 inches, 4 inches apart each side. Should make for a nice comfortable day subsoiling. Hey, I got some tumbleweed. Look, tumbleweed has made it over from the other side of the field. Yay! Kind of feel like I'm an American. See if she fits. If she fits, me fits. Or me sits. One or the other. I don't know, I can't remember. I got to remember how to drive this tractor now as well. Taxi for one! It's all hydrostatic, isn't it? Here we go. Locked and loaded. Yeah. We have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. That's the problem, look. That is going to catch on my wheel. And it ain't no better the other side. Oh, hang on, let me just try and get this hooked up properly and I'll see if they go back a bit. Yeah, it ain't gonna work, I don't think. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, that's pulling it. It's gonna rip my tyre to bits. Back in the yard we go then. That was a waste of time on the 6215. Oh well, the 6190 is gonna have to do the subsoiling. So we're back in the yard we go. I'll go and put this one in the shed, get the other one out, put all my stuff back in the other tractor. I've kind of wasted my day really. I've been and got the concrete ordered for my new farm office. Today's been emotional, I'm not gonna lie. Real emotional. And I've also got the steel ordered to put in the concrete I did say to Shane, me and Shane have been for breakfast as well because it was belting down with rain. I've taken some more stuff to the scrap yard for recycling, and then because it was belting down with rain, me and Shane went out for breakfast, and then I went straight to the steel place, Informed Steel. I went and got my steel from. Now I'm actually starting to do something. Yeah, today's been emotional. That concrete and that steel that going in the shed was a crippler. Let me tell you, I'm not going to tell you how much it was, but 60 foot by 45 foot shed is rather expensive to put a base down for, but that's double layered steel, so should be all good, should be all gravy, baby. I said to Shane that I am going to put a little window in my concrete somewhere so I can see all the layers of money, going right through to the soils. That went well, didn't it? Oh, dearie me. The 6215 is just too much of a beast. She's too much of a beast. I was hoping to use that. Well, what I'll do in the summertime when I get a minute, sorry, I just got the 6190R running at the minute. What I'll do is in the summertime when I've got a minute, I'll get 4 new bolts each side. I mean, I'll try and heat these up and get them working, but I don't know if they'll move. They've been on there for years. What I'll do is in the summertime, I will get these bolts working, both sides. I mean, this thing is wide enough already. As you can see, I'm a foot wider than I should be both sides. So I may end up cutting them off. I mean, they're the perfect height. I go in about 22 inches with this thing, so it's up here somewhere. 22 inches is, for us, a proper pan bust. That's probably where the hard layer is. So let me get finished doing what I was doing. I'm just going to tighten my arms up a little bit to stop it swaying side to side, look. Sway side to side and it hits the wheels, look. So just going to get it locked off somewhere central and get the arms adjusted so we're all good. I don't know what the law is by me getting in there and under. Yeah, I don't know what the health and safety implications of being in there are, so I thought I'd just go over the top. That way I'm totally legit. The 6215 is just too much of a beast. So we got it on the 190, the 6190R, and I'm all ready to rock and roll. The only thing I've got to change, which I'll do now, is I've got to get the sat nav off of one, which I've just taken off, and put it back on the other one. Ugh. I've only just put that on there, and now we'll put it back on this one. Oh, I do like making work for myself, don't I? So we're all good. It's just too much of a beast, isn't it? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, as everybody calls it. My sister Rachel calls it. So, yeah, I forgot to give a mention out to her ex-boyfriend the other day. I was talking to him, Chris, down in Australia. He likes watching our channel, which is awesome. So hello, Chris, his missus Emily, and new little baby. I talk to Chris all the time. All right, it didn't work out with my sister, but she's happy and he's happy now, so everyone's a winner, aren't they? Cheers, Chris. Hope you're having a good time down under. Let me turn the camera upside down so it's more normal for you. And I will see you on Thursday. Thursday, we're gonna go subsoiling all day, weather permitting. Fingers crossed, I can get the drone out. Oh, it's gonna be so amazing. I can finally get on for some field work. You can't tell I'm starting to get cabin fever. This is the #1 reason why I do my farming job. I get cabin fever really easily. I like to be out in the fields doing stuff. I like to be out and about doing stuff. Today's been a sort of productive day. It's been an expensive day. You take the rough with the smooth. Progress is going forward, so it's all good. Cheers, guys. Good Thursday morning, Finlanders. How we doing? How we doing? Yeah, we went to watch the rugby last night with Dancing Joe and Mrs. Farmer. We're out here on the 6190R, and I woke up this morning and it's rained. No, let's get rid of the coverage. So yeah, unfortunately we're in a 6190R, which is no bother. Ooh. I haven't got a diagonal track for this. Cancel. Let's put a straight track. Yeah, it's well too wet to be out here. Right, let me just get my diagonal set up and then I'll pack up, I think, by the feels of this. I'm not getting very far very quickly here, so I might go and get the 6215R. I'm going to put the Vaderstad on it and just race across these fields and dry them out a little bit by the feels of it. Yeah, it's proper stodgy out here. This is the trouble with our Clonskilled Delta. When you go through it, it leaves a pan underneath. and that much soft fluffy stuff, and a pan, a hard pan underneath, and then of course we've had loads of rain and it just leaves it a pudding, like 6 or 8 inches of pudding, and you can't get through it. I want to go over this loads of times anyway, with try and bury the muck and try and bury the trash, and do a good job of just getting all the trash and stuff just under the surface, so the drill's not impeded, shall we say, by the rubbish everywhere. So I'd like to get this field subsoiled, and I'd like to not plough it. So I woke up this morning, expected nice sunny skies and no rain, and totally the opposite, which is delightful. So we're out in the field, but not for long by the feels of it. I'm going to go back to the yard, I think. I'm just wheel spinning on this stuff, not getting on very well. Put my AB line in there, that's the main thing. Got that sorted. Look, Mum, no hands! And I managed to drive a straight line across the field pretty much. Farmer Palmer will be well impressed. I know my window's a bit dirty, sorry. Ta-da! I can't drive in a straight line. Some people can do it, some people can't, and I'm one of them that can't. Oh, come on, tractor. Talking to the pigeon shooters. I have a select load of people come down and try and clear pigeons up for me. And there's a distinct lack of pigeons around this year. Now, I don't know what it is. I wondered if there's lots of birds of prey around. There's a lot more birds of prey around that are uncontrolled these days. I wondered if some of the bird flus had some attack on it, on the numbers of pigeons. And also, it's still quite cold. It's not very sunny. It's really windy, which you'd think a pigeon would love the wind and stuff. Yeah, so just a little question to any of you lot that go out shooting pigeons and stuff. I know farmers need their crops taken care of, but crows is more of a problem to me at the minute. I will show you some crop damage from pigeons. I've got some crop damage from pigeons and crows, and I'll go and explain to you how bad it is. You know, it's basically taken all my crop away. So I've got a couple of strips. One strip is from the drill. I know I missed a bit with the drill, so that's my own fault. I can't do nothing about that. I'm going to put a little wildflower mix in there after I've done all my weed killer on the weeds. Yeah, but I've got a little triangle strip of one field where I ran out of seed. I'll show you. The crows, I drilled it and then re-drilled it, but ran out of seed. I knew the crows and stuff were attacking it, but I'll show you the extent of that in a later video. Yeah. You know it's time to pack up when you're scrabbling around for grip. I am going to go and get my 6-metre Vaderstad all hooked up and get it back down here and try and race across these fields so I can subsoil them. Get the muck mixed in even better. My good friend Jeff Claydon, he reckons every 10 days in the middle of summer you should be going over your fields to reduce grass weed numbers and reduce weeds altogether really. Every 10 days they just get enough of a chit on so they're not going to regrow. If you pull them up, they're not going to regrow, and that's the main reason. So 10 days is long enough to get them chitted and away and plucked out, and then they've kind of used all their awesomeness up and the weeds won't grow again. So then you get another flush 10 days after that and perhaps go over them again. If not, you're ready to then like burn off for the final kill with glyphosate and then start drilling, you know. So that's what my plan was anyway, just to try and get rid of the black grass numbers. Try and, yeah, let the weeds come through. And I don't want to plough any new weed seeds up, that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I am struggling. The sat-nav's going all over the place trying to get some grip. So got a fair bit of weight on the front of this, and I've let a load of air out of the tyres, but I am just slopping around in pudding. So we'll go and get a Vaderstad on and see what we get. Let's go and try it and see how we get on, shall we? I'm looking forward to it. Are you excited? Come on. No, I ain't getting no grip on here whatsoever, so this is kind of pointless. Let me pack up. Now, if I can't pull the 6-metre Vaderstad on that, then I am in trouble. We'll have to go and get the 4-metre Vaderstad. Go backwards a bit. But it'll be interesting to find out. Today's all about trial and error, so... Well, that was productive, wasn't it? So, back in the shed we go with the 6190R and the subsoiler. So that didn't go very well. I need proper dry weather to get some proper traction, especially on this 6190. The tyres are getting worn out. So I am going to persevere. A good man never gives up. I am going to persevere and go and get my 6 metre Vaderstad back on the 215R, and then no ending, and then no ending. Let's try that. If that fails and that doesn't go very well, then I'll just plonk the 6 metre Vaderstad next to this tractor in my shed full of magnificence. We're all good. The only trouble is Bailey swept the shed out the other day and I've just driven the tractor in the shed, so he's not going to be a happy bunny, is he? Probably won't even notice. Let's hope so. So I will see you in a minute. That's what my plans are. It's too windy to be having the drone flying around today, which is rubbish if I'm honest, because I was hoping to have that flying around all day. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning and I've just about run out of motivation already. So onwards and upwards. Cheers, guys. Big moment. That's 12k. Pretty good. So the great thing about it being hydraulic varied drive for the metering unit is I don't have to worry about a metering unit spinning around all day. With the other one I kind of did. Now I ain't got a clue how to use this thing, so I'm just going to play around with the pressure on the wings, I think. Oh, hang on, we're bunging up. How did we manage to do that? Let me go and put another spacer in there. I don't want to do too much tillage, guys. I just want to dry the field out a little bit. As you can see, I've just bunged it up. Sound of freedom going over as well. Where is he? There he is. He's high today. Normally they're about 150 foot up from us. So to say I get irritated with them, pointless, because I don't. It's pointless getting wound up by them flying real low over the top of you. Let's put another spacer in here. See why that won't go in there. I don't want to do too much to it. You can see how claggy my soil is. It's just horrendous. I mean, it's not heavy clay by any means, but I'm going to have to try and figure out how to work this drill rather quickly. Yeah, that's my problem. I shouldn't be out here really. I'm just, they're talking about 80% chance of rain today. We're going to be slightly pointless, but I just wanted to feel like I'd do something on the field, you know, because it's been so long since I've done anything. If I can just keep adjusting them wings up and down a little bit. I wondered if I got too much pressure on the wings, but obviously I haven't. Let's see what happens. Covering some ground though. What the hell, it's not going to take me long to race over this field. I wondered if I got to lift the back up, pull the wings up a bit, and then lower it back down again. So let's try that. Let's try that. Just pulled the wings up a little bit. Like, that's exaggerated, but I've just pulled the wings up a little bit. And once it's back down on the floor, it then works my leveling paddles. That seems better. Maybe I was trying to go too fast on claggy soil, you know. 10k is about right. This is where we go and get ourselves in a muddle. Doing a proper nice job of just chopping up any of that residue that was laying on the surface, any of the muck that was laying on the surface. It's doing a sterling job of just burying that under. So, right, all's working well. I lifted the front out a little bit. It's well tacky, well claggy out here, so hence the reason why I lifted it out a little bit. You can see how tacky and claggy and horrible it is by the state of my wheels. Just buggering about when I shouldn't be, really. Proper windy out here, proper horrible. Talk 80% chance of rain again, so I'm really wasting my time. But just trying things out, you know, just trying a few things out. You can hear the wind. God, I hate the wind, but the wind is part of life. You have to put up with it, don't you? So, running about 30 litres an hour. This tractor will go up to nearly 50, so I'm just going to put these wheel eradicators in, just for a laugh, and see what she'll pull it at then. Here, this will be funny. I bet I'm down to 8k now, about the same sort of horsepower. All's working well, I'm happy. This should be funny. Yeah. Putting those wheel eradicators in has made me go from 30 litres an hour to 40 litres an hour. But they're too close together, so I am going to have to maybe either adjust them and just use one, or move them a bit further apart. He's working hard now. Same speed, 10 litres an hour difference. Go down to 9k. Yeah, we're back 9k, so I've lost a k, 1k, about the same sort of horsepower I was using. But I think that's leaving it nice and level. It wasn't even, you can see where the wheels were before. Don't really need them in there while I'm just levelling the field out, trying to get it to dry out, do I? So I'll get to the end here and I'll take them out again. I now know I'm going to have to bring a 24mm nut gun and just move them a bit further apart. They are, you can see, look, just balling up. They're just dragging a load of top with me, so they weren't moving apart a couple of inches. Still do the same job. I might even get away with just having one in, you know. We could try just having one in and see if that levels them out again, but yeah, it's proper balling up. So I'll go and pull them out and I'll give you a little update of what I change in a minute. Cheers guys. Yeah, went and pulled my wheel eradicators back out again. They're doing a nice job, but I've got some little tiny points back at the yard. I don't need no massive, huge, great curved points like that. You can see how big and gnarly they are from a dirty back window, look. Can you not see that? Can you see them? How big they are? These wheel eradicators here don't need to be anywhere near as big as that for me. They've only got to really tickle the surface and try and get it to level out again. So, but I am loving my new drill. Isn't it weird how farmers get excited about weird stuff? It's very peculiar. We don't grow up, but toys just get bigger and more expensive, and I am well happy. I just need someone to come and get me that final third over the line with the control box. And there's a few levers and shut-off valves and stuff on the back of this thing that I don't know what they do. I've read the book a little bit. I still can't work out what they do completely. So forgive me for that one. I just don't know what they do. So it'd be nice to know what everything does on the drill and get this control box probably mounted somewhere down here better than where it is. But it's okay. I think all I've got to do is turn it on and turn it off, stop it recording and start it recording, and set my rate. So somebody did ask me the other day how I was going to get on without the Grange toolbar. Well, certain fields of mine are white, as you can see. It's pure white. It's like, it dries like, well, you can see what it dries like. It just dries like talcum powder. In the summertime when it's soft and fluffy. These white fields suffer a little bit more with compaction than other fields, than the black fields. The black fields I think will be fine. I'll be able to just go straight in with the drill and cultivate it, get it nice and level, nice and like a bit of tilth in the top couple of inches, like I'm doing now, and then drill it straight in. But the white fields like this, which is black on that end, I'll still use my Grange toolbar and the 4 meter setup, just to break the compaction up. I'll race over these fields with this drill, just level them out, just get some tilth come up. When I say tilth, I mean some dirt, bring some dirt up, bury some trash, get stuff germinating. I may even race over the black grass fields a couple of times, you know. Every 10 days I'll race over them quickly with this. I mean, I've only been out here, not even an hour yet, I don't think, and I've done 3/4 of the field. Yeah, it was about what time was it? 9 o'clock when I said I packed up? I said it wasn't even 9 o'clock. Yeah, that's when I went to go and pick the tractor up. So, including hooking the drill on and buggering about a little bit, just on an hour. And I've done half the field already, but it now looks like it's going to pelt down with rain. So, I'm loving me Commander Pro as well. Just wish I could afford a new tractor, that's the only trouble. But I can't. So, beggars can't be choosers. I am in 6215 and I am loving it. Yeah, I've got to remember how wide this drill is. I keep taking half the dike with me. It's there to be farmed, it's there to be farmed. I just can't spray it. How quickly I'm racing across this. Look, I started over here, where the light bit is, and now the dark bit is where I've just done. You can see it's starting to get a haze over it. Well, we always say, like, if the soil's going to haze over like that, it's perfect conditions, because it's just drying the top out perfect. Not taking an awful lot of horsepower to do this, and I am using a little bit more than I would with the Delta, the Terradisc, but I'm covering more ground and I'm going a lot faster, so it's got to be a win-win, isn't it? Just get the fields to dry out, mix that residue in, the mustard residue and the muck in a little bit. It's going to have a subsoiler for it again, and it's going to have me going racing over it with this again, so then the sugar beet fields will be done. I know you could say it would be cheaper to plough it, but then I've got to plough it, and that'll take me most of the day to do 25-30 acres, and then I got to go over and power harrow it again, and that takes time, costs diesel and stuff. So I'm just thinking speed. I may use the same amount of diesel, but I'm doing three different jobs. I'm not ploughing it, I'm not releasing the carbon that they worry about we are releasing. I'm not actually breaking up the soil. Alright, you could say I may do a little bit of that with the subsoiler, release a little bit of carbon, but I've got to get the compaction out of it. Whee! Mark Hoskins as well, is a good friend of ours now through YouTube. I'm trying my best to help him out and guide him a little bit. He's a great guy, working like a slave at the minute, I think, trying to get his spuds done. Different world, isn't it? It's a very different world down his way to what it is our way. He's down here. Mark, you'll have to tell me where you are in the world, I can't remember. Down near Falmouth and stuff, where my potatoes go down to, so I'm probably pushing him out of the competition, you know, with our spuds going down there. But I think we're in a very different market to each other. You know, he's washing all of his potatoes and stuff, and I don't. So mine just goes straight into the chip shop, as where his is going on to like catering places, I think. So different market altogether. So yeah, hello Mark, hope you're doing well. Here to help anyone if anyone needs any help. Remember, I am the king of Babylon, so I am the potato king. I keep saying I'm the best potato farmer in the country, but given the company that watches this, maybe I'm probably not, you know. So I'm not alone around here. I mean, I've got two cousins around here, both from different sides of the family, but sort of the same, if that makes sense. They grow some awesome potatoes. One cousin Martin, he's right next door to me, he grows some awesome potatoes. And you've got like Gary Harrison and Tony Parr, to name drop a few, you know, they're all growing really good quality spuds. Catching me up, my title's under threat, I think. Loving it. I meant to show you the black bit of the field when I got down there, but I forgot. Sorry, I was too busy waffling. Oh yeah, I'm taking some more to the dike. You can tell a happy farmer, can't you? He just keeps talking. If I spin the camera around now, you lot might be able to see. Can you see the darker shade of all across the end there? The darker shade of the field. That's where the black land starts. So this is my last white field, and then the next field along is ours, and that's all black. So, you know, can't really describe it any other way really. I've got white field, white end this end, and black end that end. So, can you not see any better? You'll see a bit better when we get near it, I hope. Hello, Fenlanders. Nice little lady just turned up on the end of my field. She's doing some soil sampling. She is gonna get wet and cold, bless her. Poor old girl. She did think for herself though. She did think, oh, hang on a minute, if I go down that farm track, I may not survive. A little over, well, 2.5 hours from getting the tractor out of the shed to finishing 25 acres. So I've had to go and obviously get the drill, hook that up. That takes half an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour. So in my eyes, that's not bad going, is it? I'm happy with that. Sorry I haven't put the drone out. There will be other times. There will be other times. It is blowing a gale, pretty horrendously, and now it started raining. So yet again, I'm going to head back to the farm, I think, and I've got a spare tractor there. If it continues to rain, they talk about 80% chance of rain all day today, so I really shouldn't be out on the fields. I really shouldn't be out there at all. But I've got to start doing something. You know, when it comes dry, I'm going to have spraying to do and subsoiling to do and potato fields to get ready. So I'm going to be a busy little bunny. My phone's saying 80% chance of rain all day today now, so I will catch you lot in a minute. Cheers guys. Yeah, it's proper crap out here. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The rain has come. Noah is on alert. I think we've got a leak in the house as well now, so we've got to go and sort that out. I got my trusty hat. Get over on our Etsy page and go get yourself a hat or a hoodie. Cheers guys. Good afternoon, Fenlanders. How you doing? I've just been in the tractor and the brake lights come on. Bit odd. But it kind of turns the lights on every time you go in there. Yeah, they've gone off now. We have been doing some stupid stuff today. Matthew laughed at me this morning, Mr. Barber, and he said, oh, you're not really out there. Because as you know, as you've already seen, I tried to go out there with the subsoiler, but that didn't work. It was too darn wet. And then I thought, I'll have the bright idea of putting a 6 metre Vaderstad on and just going over it to try and get it to dry out, which is a fairly respectable thing you would do as a farmer. But Matthew was like, I can't believe you're out there, and look at the state of my drill. I think I just wanted to get it dirty. It's clagged up fairly, even for my land. Everything I'd done was kind of a waste of time, really, because it's now raining. Win some, you lose some, don't you? The trouble with that Terra disc is it does leave a real hard pan underneath, 6 or 8 inches down, and then it fills up with water, and then you end up with a layer of slub that you can't get no grip on. So 6190 was struggling with the subsoiler, and it really shouldn't struggle with the subsoiler at all. So I thought I'd have the bright idea of putting this on and trying to level it out, and you can cover some ground with it, that is for sure. But I've given up now. I mean, it was running okay. I mean, that's the extremes I would ever run at for me. That is the extremes I would ever run at. You know, any wetter than that and I'd give up. You know, my back's been killing me and I couldn't be bothered to sit in the yard all day. But I did go and put the Basileer on, the little 6610. So I went and put that together. Tell you what else I've done. Something exciting. Ooh, exciting. The wheel eradicators here, look. These things. Had these on, which are far too gnarly. I don't need them on. So I just changed them over for some tiny little, I've got some worn out ones over there. I've got some 2 new ones this side. And next time I take it out, I'll take a 24mm socket with me and a nut gun. And I will just, I think the step ladder's had a bit of a wound at some point in its life. So I'll take the nut gun out there with me and move them across to where I want them. Now I'm finished for the day. I have had enough. I really want to do something productive this afternoon or this evening, but now it's piddling down with rain again. I can't be bothered. So I'm going to sign out here. Happy Thursday, guys. Cheers, guys.